Hello CSC, welcome you all. Let's log on to the session. Today we will discuss about PHP variable, constant and data type. What do you mean by PHP structure? In previous lecture we have discussed about PHP introduction to variable, features, functions and use of PHP. Right now in detail we will talk about the variable data type. So right now we will talk about variable. What do you mean by variable? Variable in PHP. What do you mean by variable in PHP? First of all, variable one variable is keep on changing. The variable that keep on changing. The value keep on changing. The one variable which value keep on changing, and another type category of a variable or a special thing that is constant, which value is fixed. The value is fixed. One value is keep on changing, another value is fixed. In variable, what we see, it is defined with dollar symbol, $x, $y, $z, and we assign like 2. Again, if you assign 3, 4, likewise. Here also we can do the same things. But in constant we use define keyword or define function. One way to define constant is define function. One way to define constant, define function. And another is const keyword. Another is const keyword. Let's look to the define and const. How we define constant name, comma, value or case insensitive, because as we know PHP is case sensitive language. So if we write like this $php define variable name is, suppose that message, value is hello world, and case insensitive is false, and and we want to echo or print capital MSG. And the structure close. And what happened here? MSG is constant because the value of hello world MSG not changed, but it is case sensitive, and case insensitive where is false. Then what happened? This MSG goes wrong. For this we use here we use true as a attribute. We use true. If you do true here, then this MSG will become right. So this is the case of defining constant. And another case is constant dollar x equal to 3.14. Suppose that pi, the value of pi, we are declaring constant value this, and if we echo $x, if we echo something like this, value $x, then what happened? The value of constant never change. The value of constant never change. So this is the difference between, and if we cut constant keyword from here, then this 3.1 keep on changing, that become variable. If you don't use const keyword, then it become variable. I hope it is clear now. Now move to the scope of a variable. Move to the scope of a variable. Move to the scope of a variable. The scope of a variable are of mainly three type. First scope is local variable. Second scope is global variable. Third scope is static variable. In C also these three are the main scope. And one more advanced scope is super scope, that we'll discuss later. In local, what is the criteria? Inside the function, the variable assessed inside the function. But in global, the variable is outside the function, assessed only outside, no inside. Only outside the function, no inside. Only outside the function, no inside. In a static, the state of a variable, the state of a recurring variable, is saved on runtime. So this is the static scope of a variable. So let's check about the local scope. Write down $x equal to 5, or function test, and we write like this: $5 and echo value $x echo value $x, and this function will write about the internal value, that is your local scope. If you echo here value $x, something like this, echo here $x, then this will slap you a error. So this is the problem case, or the problem behind this is the problem case behind the PHP, or in local variable, not PHP, in local variable. Now write the code for global variable. Suppose $PHP, and within the scope only we declare here x is equal to 5, and after declaring x equal to 5, we make a function test, and in this function scope of a function, we echo or display $x. What happened here? It slap a error, and if we assess it outside, like here we echo $x, then it will be okay. So it is made for outside the function, no inside SS. For inside SS, we use one more kind of variable. In C it have inside SS also, but in PHP, for this kind of concept, we use super global variable. We use super global case, super global variable. For this we use super global scope of a variable. For super global of a variable, we use global as a keyword. We write down like this. During declaration, global $x equal to 5. If we write like this over here, then it will be okay here also. Then it will be required. There is no need to declare extra for local variable. For this, it will be okay over here also. So it is okay. So super global variable, make it inside SS also. So for this we use super global variable, and here we use global as a keyword. In a static variable, what do you mean by a static variable? This is a full case. We will discuss down. We will discuss down. This is a full case. How it look like? How it look like a static variable? First of all, a static variable. A static variable saves. Write down. A static variable save the state of a variable. The state of a variable at at runtime. At runtime. At runtime. Save the state of a variable at runtime. So how it look like? Has php dollar php function test scope scope. Use static as a keyword, then $x and value. Suppose I set value 1, then I increment the value, for instance, instance, and return $x and $x. If I echo uh, static echo if I echo what test echo test